Have you ever considered hiring a logo designer but you have no idea where to start? Hi, I'm Dennis Michael. Now, in my last video, I talked about examining quotes. Today, I want to talk about actually working with the designer. So if you're ready, let's give her. Now, this is where the fun begins. Working with your designer can be an amazing process. It can teach you a lot of things, uncover a lot of cool things about your business and about yourself. So I encourage you, just enjoy the moment because it could be really, really awesome. So when you're working with your designer, first step is, did you pay your deposit? They gave you a quote, you approved the quote, probably signed a contract. Did you pay the deposit? Nothing gets started until a deposit is paid. So however it was outlined in the quote and the contract, make sure that is paid. Next is actually having a discovery meeting. So now your logo designer is going to want to sit down with you and extract everything out of your head, put it on paper so that they have a better idea about what your business is all about. So during that whole process, they're going to ask you a lot of questions. They're going to get deep. They're going to need you to be very honest, candid, upfront, authentic, all those crazy buzzwords. That is the only way that they can deliver an end product to you, a logo design that you're absolutely going to love and is going to love you back for the next 10, 15, 20 years. So this part of the process, embrace it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of cool questions get asked. Designer's going to hit you hard, so be prepared for it. Now, as you're working with your designer, it's important that you guys have an open line of communication. There are things that the designer needs to know, and you don't answer him back for at least 3, 4, 5 days via email, text, whatever the case may be, however you guys decide to communicate moving forward, that is not going to cut it. Especially if you're on a deadline and you're expecting, to have a logo designed within 2 weeks or 4 weeks, and he's got more questions for you and you can't even be bothered to answer him, you're not helping yourself and you're not helping them. You're really making that you're really straining that relationship with your logo designer. So make sure you have an open communication. Sometimes designers might be using software like Slack to talk with you. Whatever the case be, make sure you have that open line. Make sure you get to their questions and answers within 24 hours so that that person can keep the process moving. And vice versa. They should be having an open line of communication with you. If you have any questions about, how things are going, whatnot, they should be communicating with you and letting you know how the process goes. So now here comes the fun part. This is where your logo designer is going to give you a call or contact you and say, hey, I've got a logo design for you. When can we meet so I can show it to you? So they're either going to show it to you via slide deck, maybe in person off their computer, whatever the case may be. This is where you get to see your logo come to life. They're going to start off by telling you how they came up with the logo design, story behind the logo design, and then they're going to show you the corporate color palette. They're going to show you the corporate typefaces. Then they're going to show you the variations of your logo, and then they're going to show it to you in context. They're going to show it to you what it looks like on a business card, billboard, letterhead, whatever the case may be. This is where you get to actually see it being born and coming to life. So enjoy this process. Now, you're going to feel overwhelmed at first. Things are going to be rushing through your head. Just take it easy, soak it all in, because this brings me up to the next point. You need time to digest. So after your logo designer has given you the logo, he's going to sit back, he's going to ask you questions. Do you like it? You're going to give your honest feedback. If you need some time to think, take some time to think. But what you're going to do is after that whole presentation is done, and you might be giddy with excitement over it and be like, oh my God, let's get started. Take a deep breath, put it away, come back to it the next day and see if those feelings are still there. Take time to digest the logo, okay? Honeymoon phase usually happens in many cases like this. The last thing you want to do is make a rash decision and then regret it in the end. Now that you've looked at your logo design, you absolutely love it, or maybe there might be things that you're wanting to get changed with the logo design. This is the point where you give feedback to your designer and do any revisions that need to be done. So say, hey, I like that blue, but I just want to be a little bit different. This is where collaboration comes in and open communication. Talk with your designer, get that stuff ironed out. There will always be some little things that need to be changed unless you absolutely hate your logo. And if you hate your logo, let your designer know. They shouldn't be taking it personally. They should be looking at it and be like, okay, what don't you like about it? Now it's time for you to give honest feedback to your logo designer why you don't like it. If there's certain aspects of it that you don't like, explain those aspects. They should be asking you even more questions so that they better understand where your headspace is at, so they can deliver a new logo design to you that you're absolutely gonna love. Thank you for tuning into the video. I really appreciate your time. Now, if you like what you saw, please hit the like button, share it with another business owner that you know, subscribe to my channel, or hit the bell to be notified of any future videos coming up. If you have a question or a comment, leave it below and I'd be glad to help you out. So as a new business owner, you're naturally gonna wanna get a logo design created. You're either gonna do it yourself or you're gonna hire somebody. Regardless, I wrote this book specifically for you. Now, this is a step-by-step guide to getting the logo design you deserve. It's gonna guide you through the whole process from start to finish so that you get what you need without any surprises, without anything else that might either hinder the experience of hiring a designer or doing it yourself, so you understand what is all entailed in the whole logo design process. So if you want to get your own free copy of this, click the link below and follow. And if you want to get a hard copy of it, keep following the link or go visit Amazon. Thanks.